Go back 50 years to the 70s, and computer games were a niche market, something to be played only by nerds and held in the social hierarchy somewhere between Dungeons and Dragons and playing Go Fish with your nan. However, in the last couple of decades, the culture of gaming saw a huge shift in mainstream popularity, partially due to the introduction of smartphones and tablets, as well as titles such as GTA that appealed to the more mainstream love of drugs, violence and sex. Gaming was normalised. Just as radio sidelined books, cinema sidelined radio, and TV sidelined cinema, video games now have their moment in the spotlight of cultural consumerism. Video games are becoming more and more popular, and a game designer is turning into one of the most lucrative as well as underrated positions that an individual can currently strive for. Reaching over 106 billion in value in 2016, the video game market then went on to rise to 121 billion in 2017, 137 billion in 2018, and 151 billion in 2019. The market for video games is unequivocally the fastest growing industry in the world, having already overtaken the film industry, which currently sits in value at 136 billion, and is looking to become one of the top contenders of all industries. While creating a video game requires a multitude of specialists, from artists, animators and programmers to quality control, budget management and advertising, by far the best long-term position to pick when looking at working through the ranks of the gaming industry is game designer. Game designers are often the first to join a game development team, and will help to draw different ideas together to create a mission statement with regards to the game company. They will then go on to mediate between different parts of the development team to make sure everyone is working together smoothly, and all the parts come together to form a functional game that consumers will love. So, if you're going to become a game designer, you have two options. You can go study game design at university, or you can design your own indie game. In the United Kingdom, an entry-level game designer with a degree in game design can expect to earn between £20,000 to £35,000, while in America this number is roughly $51,000. This is only slightly beneath law, which at the entry level you can expect to earn between £22,000 to £45,000 in the UK, and between $50,000 to $75,000 in America. In both cases, the number almost triples at senior levels, with the top US game designer earning around $150,000 a year and the top UK game designers earning around £70,000 a year. This number is likely to increase in the future as the growth of game design industry shows no signs of slowing. Conversely, if going to uni is not really your thing, the average indie game released on Steam earns between £16,000 and £31,000 in its first year, with numbers usually halving each year after. This does not take into account the amount of sales made on your own website, as well as other platforms such as Epic Games, PlayStation Marketplace and Xbox Marketplace. The money on its own would be enough to convince the sanest of people with an interest in game design to pursue it as a career, but if your tendency to procrastinate is worse than the usual human, which, let's be honest, it probably is since you're watching this video, here is an added incentive to become a game designer, the proverbial stick to the carrot of paychecks. Do not expect indie games to continue to sell for this much, and do not expect entry into the video game industry to remain a doable task. With the profit from the growth it has experienced, the game industry is attracting, and will continue to attract, more and more attention. More people will go to study game design at university, and due to the high amount of applicants, game design studios will be able to offer lower and lower salaries. As well as this, the high increase in indie game designers means they will begin to compete with each other on price, lowering the value of an average indie game on Steam. So go to uni, or start making your own game, because we both know you're better to be caught in the rat race of money that all your friends are going to end up in. Or are you? Work, make games, sell them to other workers, earn, live the life your teachers never said you could, work, grow old, make games, die, and don't forget to like and subscribe or I'll be yelling at no one forever.